Welcome back to Tea and Code, guys. We're going to be rendering a resizable recipe list for our healthy recipes template. Grab some tea for yourself as you like, and let's get started. We'll start by creating our recipes list. So we're going to remove any bullet points first. So then we are going to add a width but not a height. And this is basically because we're going to be rendering a resizable list. So if there's no fixed height, then we can change the height the way we want. And this effectively sets the components, the recipe list, effectively in the center of the page. Now we're going to create the recipes that eat the recipe item component. So component. So we can have this time we can have a fixed width and fixed height. So let's add that real quick. So then we'll just add the margin. And this time we're not going to change the flex direction because it's the recipe item is longer than it is tall, so we'll just have it as it is, but we'll have the items aligned in the center. The contents of this recipe item will be aligned in the center, so we'll just use align items center. One thing I want to add as well on this is I want to add a border at the bottom that effectively just acts as a divider and kind of it should just act as a divider for the components. It's more visually I guess easier to visualize for me, I guess. So we'll just add that real quick. Border bottom. We're going to create the image now. Just a little CSS around the image. So we're going to have a container and the image itself selector. It's going to be the same for both. So I'll just do that real quick. So you want to have the recipes image container. Start with that. So to float left, left of the page, then we can resize it. Since it's a horizontal component anyway, it makes sense to position it at the leftmost side of the component. So we'll have it with the so that's that. And now we'll have also the image also. So we'll just add the image selector at the end of this. As you can see, I use the same rules here, mostly because I can't be asked to do anything much else. But this would suffice to position the image and size the image correctly. Because we have an image, we do need a size and a width, or at least one of the two, because we need to have a value in order to render the image. Just as a reminder for next time, if you ever come across that, because that's happened to me. Now we're going to create the health score part of the recipe item component. So let's get on with that. First we need to add the selector. And then we'll start off by adding the health score container. Health score container here. So then we'll add the rules for this. So it's pretty much going to be the same as the recipes list rules. So we can add list style none if we really need to. Actually, this is the div, not the recipe list itself, so we don't need that here. But although we can add we can add a width. We don't need a height though, because this would be a fixed size. So for the container, we can have a fixed sized height. We'll float left here just because it's easier for us to manipulate. And we'll add margin here as well. So now we want to add a flex box, and for our flex box here, it's going to be the same as our recipes list, in that it's going to be vertical. So flex direction. So we change the flex direction to column, and we also want so this is the width is actually going to be 12 feet width and 24 feet width, because that's this we don't want the health score to fill the whole recipe item component. And so yeah, that's that for the health score container. So now we want to write the rule for the name, because part of the reason we made it horizontal or rather vertical is because we have not only the health score, but we have the name of the health score as well, or rather the name of the recipe item component. So we're going to write the rules for that. So this is going to go above the health score. So I'm just going to make it just kind of like this. Pretty simple. We'll have the margin. So here we are, margin. And then we're going to use font shorthand because we want to describe a couple of values here for the font. So first we're going to have a weight. So this is pretty thick, 700. Oh, sorry about that. 700 for the weight of the font. And then we also got the size of the font. So if you want 0.3 REM units, and we're going to have the font in Roboto, kind of a classic font. It's not best font ever, but it's still pretty. I guess it does the job. So sans serif. Now we'll just have a display block, and we want to align the text to the left side. So that's kind of like that's just kind of makes it more. I guess it's better visually for me to have text to the left. Now the next part we want to do is the actual health score. So that's the next part that we want to do. So the health score is going to go under the name, literally in the recipe component. So health score, and we'll just have some basic rules for this. So don't need much here. We just need a size for the recipe list, fixed size. So width can be 8 view width, and the height can be 6 view height. And we can use flexbox as well, and we'll keep the flex direction as a row. So we're not going to change the flex direction to make it vertical, we're just going to keep the flex direction as it is, and the default value for the flex direction is row, so it's going to be displayed horizontally, which is perfect for a 5-star rating system that we're using. So now we want to style the stars themselves. So let's do that now. we're going to now write the CSS to render the attributes for each recipe component. So first start by creating a container for that. So actually have a recipe positives. So this is what I want to do. So this is going to be, yeah. So this stuff is recipe positives is pretty similar to the health score, just kind of a different way. Just creating the recipe attributes this time. So let's just get on with that. That's it, guys. So let's have a look at the list in the browser. So here we have the attributes for each of the recipes. So we have vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free, and also we have the check marks rendered here for each of the attributes. And then we have the rating for the attributes. Each of the attributes has 5 stars, and because it's the same recipe. Also, we didn't change the flex direction, so it's still displayed in a row, which is how we'd like like a 5-star to be, or like a rating system to be displayed. However, the health component itself is in a column format, so the flex direction has been changed to column. So the title at the top and the rating at the bottom. Simple as that. And yeah, so that's it, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like and share the video. Also, if you have any suggestions about my CSS, leave it in the comments below.